And after a 1.5 year wait, I can happily say welcome back to Formula PC. This league has resurrected for the F1 2014 platform, and we will see highlights of all 12 rounds this season starting today here in Bahrain. 29 laps separate the drivers and the checkered flag. There are 15 turns on the circuit, a 5.412 km track, meaning a race length of a little under 157 kilometres. The tyre compounds that will be used are the soft and medium compound tyres, and it's highly unlikely we shall see the intermediate or wet tyres being used this weekend. Obviously, a new season means a new lineup, and here is the class of 2014 to 15. FPC is back, and for Season 2 it will look very different from Season 1, with only 4 of the 12 on the grid returning from Season 1. Bearing the number 1 plate for the second season will be defending champ Boss 1996. He switches his purple Infiniti Red Bull racing car for the silver Arrow of Mercedes. He is partnered by rookie Shane Racing. A rejuvenated F1 Pico joins Williams Racing alongside co-owner Thomas Irish. Thomas Irish is new to the series, but has been quick in many other leagues and will suddenly take on the champ for Season 2. The Austrian Red Bull team sees a full American lineup of Travis Austin and Peck F1. Both are new to the league, but will definitely want to do their country proud. Marussia may no longer be in Formula 1, but Irish drivers Chocorolo 888 and F1 Live Season Monster AK will race for them, and F1 Live Season Monster AK will want to show his brother Thomas Irish who is the quickest in the family. Timmy is partnered with Alex Armageddon, both who return to the league for Series 2 with Scuderia Donkey. FPC dragged Alex away from the F1 community, however he is back for Season 2. The final 2 cars for the 12 car lineup for FPC this season are the McLarens of BL Gamers Addict and Mr. Ghost 010. And so that is the class of the 2014-15 season. There is one addition though to that, and that is the night before the first race that Lobphil became the official test and reserve driver for the league. And also I must thank Thomas Irish for giving me that gameplay. And now throughout the duration of this season, I will have a co-commentator on alongside me, and he is with me now. Alex, thank you for joining me this season.
No problem, man. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to come on and become the co-commentator for Formula PC.
That's 100% fine. So so at the moment we're looking at the class of 2014-15. Can you see any names that you think will be the quickest, or will be the dark horse or anything this year?
I don't really know. It's a new game, so everyone's going to be at different levels. Like, I don't know. Let's just see how it goes. Boss is very quick, obviously, so give him an opportunity. But I think personally, everyone here has got an opportunity to win the championship.
Yeah. I think it's going to be an extremely close, championship this year. But I think 2 names that will really be competing for the top 2. I'm gonna say the defending champ, Boss 1996, because he was immense in the last series. I believe he won 4 out of the 7 rounds, and the last one didn't even happen. So yeah, he effectively won 4 of 6 rounds, which was quite remarkable. And Thomas Irish, he's been very quick in stuff like F1 Live Season, and I think he could be the contender for the championship between those 2. And I like them, and I like the look of the other Williams driver. Yep. I think he'll be brilliant, and I'm sure you'll think that one of the Ferrari drivers will be very good this year.
Well, number 76, yeah, he's got it. He's got it in the bag.
Yeah, and especially as you can see, we've got our own personal numbers for this year. So Alex, could you tell us the story behind number 76?
Yeah, well, it was a racing game I used to play back in the day, and in the story mode you always drove as car 76. So basically, I decided that I was going to kind of adopt that number to myself, and also my mum was born in 1976. So yeah, that's two reasons why I picked that number.
Yeah, and also I can see some reasons why people have picked other numbers. I believe Mr. Go1O was born in '98, so that's why he's got 98. Choc Rollo, he is a massive fan of Fernando Alonso, I believe, which is why he's got the number 14, who has in the last couple of days been signed for McLaren. We're recording this on the 12th, so it's the day after. Um, and I believe that Travis is a big Sebastian Vettel fan, so I'm not surprised that he's
Number
picked
5.
the number 5. But behind my number 91, it was a racing game. My mate, who's a professional motocross rider, he has number 19, and so I said, okay, I'll have 91 for my MotoGP game. And halfway through the second season, I realised that if you have a 91 and flip the 9 around, it looks a bit like a P and an I. So I ran on my arse, as you have it on MotoGP. I ran the 91 CKO on there, and I've adopted that number since. Yeah, and yeah. Another quick run through. It's Boss and Shane for Mercedes, Thomas and myself for Williams, Travis and Peck for Red Bull, Chocorolo and F1 Live Season Monster AK for Marisha, SGT Timmy for Ferrari, and alongside Alex, who's sitting alongside me. And the final two are BL Gamers Addict and Mr. Ghost 010 for the McLaren Mercedes in their last year of that partnership. Next year in real Formula One, they're moving to the Honda engine, so that should be interesting. But moving on, let's have a look at the qualifying results, and the man who I tipped to challenge for the title, Thomas Irish, he took pole position by a whopping 0.8 of a second, with his twin brother alongside him in second, making it a brilliant result for Craggy Island. And I'm sure they'll be laughing their asses off at that reference.
I'm sure that the Irish will be very happy with that result.
Yeah. Peck F1 on his debut qualified third, with reigning champ Boss in fourth.
Surprised by that. I'd expect him to at least be second.
Yeah, I would have done as well, but maybe this isn't a track that he specifically likes.
I'm not a huge fan of it.
Yeah. Mr. Ghost 010 for McLaren was alongside the other Mercedes driver of Shane Racing. Travis Austin qualified 7th. I qualified 8th, but mine was a messy lap. I didn't get the run in Q1, and I'm just going to blame it on the car, like most drivers would do. So that means that I'm a professional, blaming it on the car. SGT Timmy was almost 6 seconds off the pace, and he got 10 position grid drop, but I don't know why. I can't remember. But not attending were Chocorolo and BL Gamers Dick. But Alex, you got disqualified in qualifying. Well, it came up as that because you had a connection issue.
It wasn't a connection issue. It was actually my graphics driver completely failed.
Yes, yeah.
So it was a complete problem with computers, but it's actually fine now. It occasionally happens, and it's very irritating when it does cut out. I shouldn't expect that to happen again for at least the season. Whenever it probably happens at least once every 3 weeks. I do run the graphics on my PC like literally to the point where it's suffering and screaming. So yeah, but that's why it decided to give out on me. So I couldn't compete in the race, unfortunately. But oh well.
Yeah, well. Out of those, out of that grid, who do you think will win the race? Out of those guys?
Thomas is 8 tenths ahead. His teammate, his brother. Sorry. So
yeah. Yeah. I would put my money on Tom as well. But as we've known from previous racing leagues and etc. Their connection isn't the best in the world, but hopefully it will hold out for the duration of the race. and it will be Thomas Irish and F1 Live Season Monster AK on the front row, and here is Aaron in the Mercer taking us through the qualifying comparison.
Okay, Pico, thank you for that. And here we are for the first race around Bahrain. Myself and Thomas racing against each other. Coming down to this first corner, I stick it into standard here, as you can see. And I take a bit more curve than Thomas, but Thomas takes more speed around that side, and both of us go over the curb there on that second corner. And we're coming down to the third corner here. Where both of us sticking in rich mode, and we both tap the curb there on that third corner there, and we're coming down to the first sector. And as you can see, Thomas is 2/10 ahead of me. He coming around this left right hander, and I run a bit wide, and Thomas keeps it in fifth, if perfectly. We both do that corner perfectly there, and we're coming down to the dreaded turn 10. And as you can see, Thomas goes a bit wide, and I hit it perfectly. And let's see if we can get traction on for this back straight now. We're both going as fast as we can, trying to get pole position. And as you see, I took that corner really badly there, and Thomas took it really good net right up next to the curb. And we're coming up to the end of the second sector, getting ready for the last sector. And Thomas has gained a bit more, and I run wide on that corner there. Thomas is about 5/10 in front of me now, and we're coming down the back straight. He's getting ready for this last corner, which can be glitchy sometimes if we corner go too much, and we both take that corner perfectly, and it's now a race to the line. And you can see here that Thomas gets pole position with a 1:31.9, and I get second with a 1:32.7, 8/10 in it, and a brilliant lap from Thomas.
Cheers, Aaron, and so we're now ready to go racing for Season 2 in Formula PC. One and a half years in the making, and we're finally ready to go racing once again in Formula PC. Alex is once again alongside me.
Yep, hello.
And today we have views from Thomas Irish, F1 Live Season Monster AK, and also Ghost 010. And now, as we wait for the 5 red lights, they're on now. Lights out, away we go, and Tom starts in lean mix, but goes straight up to Rich. Peck goes up into second. We're now on board with F1 Live Season Monster AK going down into someone. He's all over his brother. He's tapped him.
Looks like one of the Ferraris had a bit of an instant there.
Yeah, one of the Ferraris. I think that might have been Trivi.
No, I disconnected and shit. Yeah, so Timmy.
Yes. So it was. So yeah, it must have been. Now Boss is up into second place, and the advantage for Tom is quite big at the moment. It looks a good second or so.
Is he driving with a pad? Okay, he's got the corner a bit, but.
Yes, I believe. Yes, there is a glitch with the the pad wheel glitch. Pad gets more traction, and yes, I believe that F1 Live Season Monster AK does use the pad, but now he is all over Boss 1996. Is he going to make the move down into turn something? And
corner quite a bit.
Yeah, Aaron makes the move. It's illegal. It is a legal move. But Boss is coming back up. Yeah, Boss was coming back. That was. That was great side-by-side action. Now Peck's all over Aaron as well.
It's a good fight for second.
Yeah. And Peck's lagging a bit, we can see at the moment, but here we go, exit in the corner, and Boss had a horrible exit. What's happened to Boss? I'm sure, is he on the... We've lost him. He's lost... Aaron's frozen. And we're going to look at the start from Ghost.
Nice high quality footage there.
Yeah.
Good resolution.
Yeah. So 10 out of 10 Ghost. Yeah,
Yeah.
goes around the outside. We see the Ferrari going through. Yes, it is Timmy.
Almost hitting Peck in the Red Bull. And then
and he lost it, and
start.
and here comes Timmy, and I did actually talk with Timmy after the race. He was having a few issues.
This race.
So yeah, that's what
Getting mixed
Ghost,
up, losing two positions.
yeah, Ghost got all crossed up and has lost position to Trivy, who is going over to Abu Dhabi to race this race.
Yeah.
And
Had to hand the position back, right?
yeah, that's a bit weird. I think he was overtaken, but he's slowed down, and lags a bit further ahead as Shane is getting away from this. So it's now a battle for 6th place and not a battle for 5th. As Ghost is going to try and make the move on the same place that
cut the corner
Aaron
big
did.
time there.
Yeah, indeed, he cut the corner, and now Travis. No, it's me. I'm making the move on Ghost, and I get some screen time. I get some screen time, so yeah, that's good.
He's about to disappear again because he's going to be on the inside for the overtake. Unless you can hang out around the outside.
I'm lagging a bit. And that's the point where Boss did disconnected, and it looks like the Ghost had the same freeze at the same point as Aaron did.
Issue.
Yeah, I can't remember whether I got one or not, but now we are on to lap 2 of the race.
It's a very exciting start to this season of Formula PC.
Yeah.
Ready.
Yeah, and I think it was going into turn 1 as we see Boss is reconnected, but he's not in the race because we just saw in the top right hand corner that Boss is playing F1 2014. Massive dive bomb from Trivy there. I saw a bit of contact with him in turn 1 a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah. Issue.
Yeah, and now Trivy's destroyed his vehicle. Oh dear. Are we going to go safety car in Formula PC? It's the second lap of the race.
Unlikely, It's Formula 1 2014. There's more chance of snow than there is safety cars, unfortunately.
Yeah.
People in the United Kingdom will get that. But we skip ahead now to the leader, Thomas Irish HD, and it looks like he's coming in for his pit stop.
Yeah. So Tom is in, and it looks like his brother's in with him. It's
pretty fun.
Yeah. So here, what can the Williams mechanics do? 3.7 is an hour. Is a usual one. 3.7 it is.
It's also
and
another 3.7.
Guess what? 3.7 for Aaron as well.
Needs to be, in F1, co-masters need to make it about 3.3 seconds. I reckon they should make it.
Yeah.
More realistic.
Yeah, and actually, more recently it's been getting
it's like 2.6s.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll skip ahead now to Mr. Ghost 010.
And he's going to pit, I'm guessing.
Pitting for McLaren.
Yeah.
His option tyres definitely look like they've taken some wear. Wait, they are options, aren't they?
Yep, they are the option tyres, and I think Peck got held up in the pits. Well, I think that was either Peck or Travis. Peck was ahead over the line, so I'm guessing it was Peck. And yeah, prime tyres for Ghost.
Slight mistake from him there. Should have kept it on lean all the way to the exit. I know it's a tiny bit of fuel, but it can do the difference.
Yeah, and he's rejoined way in front of me. I had massive tyre wear issues throughout this race. It was horrible. I'm not sure whether it's a bit like the Williams, because for people who play F1 2014, you know that the Williams do one extra stop because of the issues, and we're now back on board with Thomas Irish, and he's disconnected.
We're down to a few more now. Okay, down to 6.
Yeah, so we're down 6, and that puts his brother into the lead of the race.
His brother's got to be careful because,
yeah, and
if your brother goes out, it's a chance you're going to go too, so this will be fun.
Yeah, and actually the two people that I effectively betted on winning the title are now out in round 1. And now it's down to F1 Live Season Monster AK to win this race. He's got a massive lead. All he needs to do is just keep it clean for the race.
Oh my God!
That was a bollard glitch for Aaron, and
Aaron's out. We're down to 5
Wow.
contenders in
And,
the first round of Formula PC.
Amazing.
Oh my god. That was crazy. I actually did not see that happening.
Yeah,
Got a replay.
yeah, okay, here's a slow-mo. Alex, try and take us through this.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
leaving the pits. It's all fine at the moment. Shane and Pecca just ahead. Goes to the left. You want to get the best entry possible.
And,
He's been cutting a lot of corners this race. And that bollard, oh my goodness, it was flying. Aliens are in Formula 1
Yeah.
2014.
yeah, and unfortunately...
That was it.
Unfortunately, we had no gameplay to put after that, but yeah, only 5 people finished the race, and it was Peck F1 who did eventually take the victory. We didn't actually have a safety car after that one either, but yeah, Peck won from then Shane, Mr. Ghost 010, who also set the fastest lap of the race. Travis Austin finished 4th, and I was the final one of the finishers in 5th, almost a whole minute off the pace. I wasn't that.
Better than nothing. It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
And Ghost setting
Yeah,
fastest lap as well.
yeah, indeed. So yeah, disconnect. Aaron DNF'd. He had that massive bollard glitch, and then it was Tom who disconnected. SGT Timmy had a weird
It was a connection issue.
yeah, it was some sort of connection issue, but now we look onto the drivers' championship, and there's no surprise who's leading that, but you may be confused at why does Tom have 1 point. Earlier on, you saw he got pole position, and one thing that I forgot to say was that in this league you get 1 point for pole position.
It's a good rule. It's a good rule.
Yeah, yeah. I was considering fastest. I was considering fastest lap as well, but we didn't do that in the end. But the constructors is one thing that we should look at. It's Red Bull leading with 37 points from Mercedes, then McLaren and Williams scoring 11 points. Marussia and Ferrari yet to score. But Alex, you can see there's some big names not scoring this race.
Half the grid. Half the grid didn't score.
Yeah.
And well, the next round is in Malaysia, the 2014 Petronas Malaysian Grand Prix, which was held on the 13th.
Yeah, we're recording this on the 14th now, so...
So we've already done round 1 and 2, so...
we're
yeah.
not going to give any spoilers away.
No, of course not.
No,
It'll be
cheating.
an exciting race. It'll be an exciting race.
Yes. So tune in for that. That'll probably be up a week today, hoping that that I get everything right, and because I've had a tough week. But that was the 2014 Bahrain Gulf Air Bahrain Grand Prix. We now look to Malaysia for the next race for the 2014 Petronas Malaysia Grand Prix. And let's see who will be top in that race. So thank you, Alex, for joining me.
Yep, thank you.
And we shall see you in 1 week time.